Hi friends, welcome back to the channel SciTech Career. In this one I'm going to talk about the review of the Realme GT2 device after using more than 1 year of usage. Yes friends, it's been 1 year of using the Realme GT2 device, and right now there's a sale going on in the Flipkart website, and a lot of users are actually looking to buy this smartphone, but they want to know about the long-term review about this device. That's what I'm going to give a conclusion in this video, and definitely I'm trying to compare this both phones side by side, so stay tuned for those updates as well. And one more quick information. So you might be wondering why the prices are actually decreasing, because the Realme is releasing the new models in the next upcoming weeks. So the Realme GT Neo 5 SE and Realme GT3 device as well. This Realme GT Neo 5 SE is really interesting device which has got the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2, and you can check all the playlist which will be available in the description below in the device. So as you can see friends, so check the links in description for the playlist videos. And right now with the Realme GT2, after using for 1 year, let's talk about the performance and battery and the display, camera and build quality, and finally is it worth to buy the device or not. That's how my video will be starting. And right now let's begin with the first thing, with the Snapdragon 888 processor. So with the Snapdragon 888 processor, we all do know that there is little bit kind of heating issues will be there. And next thing, the games are not well optimized. I mean the PUBG game. So PUBG and the Battlegrounds mobile game, still there is no 90 FPS. So that's something which I have noticed. And right now there's a sale going on in the Realme GT Neo 3T as well. For the 20,000, it's kind of good deal for this device. But for this smartphone with the Snapdragon 888 processor, you might experience slightly higher temperatures and definitely not 90 FPS gameplay as well. As you can see, not everyone will be playing at 90 FPS anyway, but I just want to let you guys know this is another thing you should remember about this device. So you're spending 24,000 rupees for 1 year old mobile phone and 2 to 3 years old processor, the Snapdragon 888 processor. So that's a difference you should notice at this moment when you're trying to spend 25,000 rupees. So here the Realme GT Neo 5 SE gives a really very good tough competition, because this is a Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 and this is far ahead of the Snapdragon 888 processor. So that's the main reason why I'm asking you guys wait for the device. So in case if you are the medium user and average user, then definitely this phone will be the good for you. And next thing, let's move to the display. The display is of AMOLED panel, 120Hz E4 AMOLED panel, and you do get this kind of slightly big bezels, as you can see, the corners and everything. And I don't have any kind of problems with the display in this Realme GT2 device, which is pretty good. And you do have plenty of options to use MEMC feature to boost the FPS as well. All of these options are actually present at this moment. And the viewing angles and the display brightness is also very good for the outdoor light visibility. And you can see the color saturation levels and the contrast levels in the side angle and everything looks really very good. So no problem with the display. There is nothing much to talk about the display as well, which is pretty common with most of the Realme smartphones. And this display has got slightly higher refresh rate. Let me show you exactly the refresh rate in this Realme GT Neo 5 SE device. So 120Hz, it has been upgraded to slightly higher refresh rate in this device. So let me show you friends. So 144Hz, as you can see in the Realme GT Neo 5 SE, the slightly changed from 120 and 2K resolution, so slightly more upgrade which is there in terms of the display. So processor is upgraded, display is upgraded. Now let's move to the next point regarding the battery backup and the charging. This phone has got the 5000 mAh of battery capacity, and I've been using more than 1 year of usage. In this 1 year, in the beginning I used to get really very good battery backup, but after the Android 13 update, the battery backup slightly decreased in this device. And I did notice that in the standby mode, the battery is draining slightly faster in the standby mode. That's which I did notice in this device. And let me know in the comments in case if you experience the same problem in your Realme GT2 device or not. So that's something you should remember friends. So whenever the phone gets the big OS updates, the battery life will be impacted and the charging speed also will be impacted. So these are the two things which got slightly slowed down in this Realme GT2 device after 1 year of usage. Screen on time, you might get 5.5 hours to 6 hours of screen on time, 5.5 hours, and charging time, it takes about close to 40 minutes of time. So that's also pretty good time, but still before it used to take 30 minutes and now 40 and maybe 45 minutes as well, slightly more charging speed. And that's another thing which I noticed in this device. So processor has a little bit kind of heating problems, and next, not that many games are optimized with the 90 FPS, and display is kind of good, and battery backup slightly decreased. And regarding the camera, So in terms of the camera, friends, I'm kind of quite satisfied with the camera. I don't have any much complaints about the camera. So in the beginning I used to have the issues regarding the sound quality recording, but later the problem got fixed, the mic audio, and you can actually record at 4K 60 fps without any kind of problem using this Realme GT 2 device. 4K 60 fps, which is also pretty good, and night mode shots also really good. And you can see the wide angle of the front cam, which is also pretty good. I did take plenty of shots using this with this wide angle, and night mode shots also I taken with night mode and without night mode, just for the comparison sake as well, as you can see. So even the outdoor shots also I taken couple of shots. So most of the time I was kind of impressed with the camera, so which has got the Sony IMX766 camera. That's another one reason why you might maybe considering this device instead of Realme GT Neo 3T in terms of the camera wise. So next thing regarding the build quality wise also I really like this device build quality, because in-display fingerprint scanner, dual speaker setup, and next thing is about the exact feel of the back panel. The back panel feels really good because this is a white variant which I have ordered. There's a paper type of texture you get on the back side, which is pretty good, and I did like, because this gives you the premium experience holding in your hand. And even after 1 year of usage, I didn't see any kind of color weighing off. As you can see, even still it remains to be white color. As you can see, it did not turn to yellowish kind of color. That's the one thing which I did worried before. And haptic feedback is also really excellent in this device. So build quality wise, I'm completely satisfied with the Realme GT 2 device. And next, final conclusion: should you buy this device for 24,000 rupees or not? So in case if you're looking for the emergency phone, and if you want to buy the phone right now, then definitely you can buy the device. And if you're not that heavy gamer, you can buy the device, because if you're a heavy gamer, you may not be able to experience that 90 fps, and if you don't want 90 fps, and the heating problem slightly will be there in this device, and if you're a normal user, you won't be able to experience any of those things. And next thing, Android updates. The phone released with Android 12, so you'll get Android 13 and Android 13 which are already released, and Android 14 will be the last update. And GT 2 Pro, which has got 3 OS updates, and this phone has got 2 OS updates. That's something which I did notice. So the Realme did mention that they might give 3, but I'm not sure exactly. And whereas this phone, which going to release very soon, which comes with Android 13 and Android 14 and Android 15, this phone can get. So that's the main reason, friends. The final conclusion is that if you want to wait, I would definitely suggest you guys to wait for the release of Realme GT Neo 5 SE. If you ask me for the price gonna be 30,000. That is what I'm expecting the price for this device, so after the bank offers. So meanwhile, signing off, friends, is the complete conclusion about the Realme GT 2 after 1 year of usage. So the only drawbacks are heating problems and battery backup, and the charging speed impacted because of latest Android 13 update. The display, camera, build quality are kind of good, no issues. Only the heating problems and the charging speed and the battery backup. So meanwhile, signing off, friends. Thank you for watching. Until next for more updates, and bye.